We've talked about a lot of the electronic components that get put onto a perimeter fence system, but one of the most important parts that we get the questions asked about is the cabling itself.
Sure.
Now, right in front of us, we have two different types of cables that Southwest Microwave makes: one armored, one non-armored. And can you tell us a little bit about both and what are the applications we'd utilize those for?
Sure. Well, the MicroPoint cables we have here, both the standard sensor cable and the armored sensor cable are part of the Intrepid Series 2 system. These are the sensors that we use on the fence. So these cables actually provide the detection response and transmit that back to the processors, which analyze it. So the cable is the most important part of the system.
And how do those cables do that, the processing or being able to send that signal back?
Sure. There's mechanical action that happens inside the sensor cable. And that mechanical action, the movement of those sensor wires, it's important that we protect that. And so that leads us into the discussion of why standard versus armored cable.
Okay.
So with a fence-mounted system, most fences, most sites would use the standard cable, the MC115 standard MicroPoint cable.
Okay.
This is installed on the fence using UV-rated plastic ties, maybe a flat stainless steel tie, depending on type of material it's on.
Okay.
These can go on to barbed wire, it can go on chain link, rigid fence like we've got here behind us. When you start getting to those applications that has a little bit higher security function, where they have razor coil on top of the fence,
okay,
or if they have, like some nuclear plants, for example, have a fence that's actually made of razors, so that if you grab it, you're actually putting your fingers in little razor slots. Something like that, it'd be much better to use the armored cable because of these stainless steel strands that protect the inner sensor.
Okay. All right. So if you're looking for something with better protection, somewhere you're using razor wire, where you're going to be, maybe the public could be picking at it or trying to break it or something of that nature, you want to use the armor jacketed. But normal applications on a fence, the standard cable is more than adequate, and it is UV rated. So again, you're going to get the longevity and long life out of it.
Yeah, I would recommend people think of it as more along the lines of if it's not going to be used on a razor specifically, if you're just looking at normal fence, think of like a tamper-prone zones. So where if the public may have access to get onto the fence itself, or to like a correction site, for example, where inmates may be interacting or next to the fence where the sensor is installed on. So this is an added layer of protection.
Okay.
These stainless steel strands, again, they protect that inner sensor cable. So none of this is affected when this outer jacket is damaged.
Gotcha. Great. Tim, thank you so much.
Sure.